Hi everyone and welcome to my lesson about dependency injection. So let's get started. So ASP.NET Framework Web Forms specifically doesn't automatically come with dependency injection. So you have to download a NuGet package to bring it in. So some NuGet packages that are available are AutoFac, Unity, and Ninject. So I prefer Unity because it's just a simpler package to use, but you guys can use whichever one you want. Just make sure to do your research on the differences between them. So dependency injection makes your code more maintainable, and you implement dependency injection by using the interface and give it the implementation that you want to use. So I'll go over this in the next few slides. You initialize the object outside of the class. So by telling the application this interface belongs to this implementation, outside of the actual thing that you're using it in, the application knows what implementation to use for that because of that. So I'll go into more detail about this in a little bit with some examples. And dependency injection makes your implementation swappable. So it allows you to swap implementations without having to go through all of your classes to swap your implementations. So for instance, here you can see that I have two implementations that use the same interface. So let's say that one time I created my application was based off of MySQL. So I have this MySQL order repository implementation of this interface. And then let's say that later on, a year from now, I decided to swap it with SQL implementation instead of MySQL. So I would create a new class and I would implement the iOrder repository into it. And all I would need to do is go into my global.asax and change my SQL order repository to SQL order repository to make that swap. And now all my classes that are using dependency injection on the iOrder repository are going to automatically use this. So I don't need to go into all my classes, into all my pages, and make this swap, change my SQL order repository to SQL order repository. I just have to do it in one place. And it makes unit testing possible as well. So in order to download the Unity package, NuGet package, just right-click, on your project, select Manage NuGet Packages, and then click on Browse, and then type Dependency injection or Unity, and download the one that ends with Web Forms Dependency Injection .unity, and then install. Click Install. So in your global ASAX, once you've installed the package, you'll want to make sure that it's using Unity, make sure that it's using this right here, Microsoft.asp.net.webforms dependency injection.unity. And then right after your application start, add this code right here. So var container equals this.add unity. And then for all of your interfaces and your classes, make sure that you add them here. So here you can see that I'm registering the order BLL to this iOrder BLL, and same thing here. So notice I'm putting the interfaces first and then the actual class after it. So this is what allows me to not specify the implementation within my code. All I have to do is specify which interface I want to use in my code, which I'll show in a second, and the application automatically knows which implementation to take from it. So I can have like multiple implementations of the same interface, but putting the implementation here specifies which one I want the application to use. So here you can see in my order BLL, I'm doing dependency injection in here. So this is called constructor injection. So make sure that you're implementing dependency injection by making the declarations in the class as read-only up here like this. Then in your constructor, you put those repository interfaces that you use, in my case, the order, service, and the user repository interfaces, into your constructor's parameters like this. So I'm specifying in the parameter iOrder repository, and then order repository, the service, the user repository, and then I'm doing the assignments here. So notice I'm not requesting a concrete class. I'm requesting the interface. And so now my BLL class can utilize the classes that inherit the interfaces by dependency injection. So here is my controller for my API, and you can see that I'm doing dependency injection here too. You can see that my controller, I have a constructor here that is taking in a parameter of iOrderBLL, and then it's assigning the global order BLL up here to this. And then here you can see that I'm utilizing order BLL here and here. And it knows what implementation to use, again, because we're saying here that iOrderBLL should use this orderBLL class. Same here with my ASPX page. You can see that I implemented the iOrderBLL as a dependency injection into it. So you can see here that I'm not calling this constructor anywhere. The application automatically knows that to inject the implementation of orderBLL into here. And so here I'm doing that assignment, and then I'm using it, somewhere in this page. And that's how you would implement dependency injection within your application. So if this video helped, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to be made aware of whenever more content comes out. All right, everyone. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye.